Hey everyone, and welcomes to the channel. The gospel music industry has witnessed many powerful moments over the years, but few have carried the emotional weight and impact of what Tamela Mann has just revealed. In a world where gospel artists are often seen as pillars of unshakable strength, Tamela's deeply personal and heartfelt confession has shaken expectations, sparked global conversations, and left fans with a renewed sense of connection to one of the genre's most beloved voices. For decades, Tamela Mann has stood at the forefront of gospel music, not just as a singer, but as a symbol of faith in action. Her journey from humble beginnings to international recognition is nothing short of inspiring. She first gained widespread attention through her work with Kirk Franklin, where her voice quickly became impossible to ignore. From there, she carved out her own path, delivering hit after hit that resonated deeply within churches and beyond. Her iconic song, "Take Me to the King," became more than just a chart topper. It became a spiritual anthem for people going through hardship. The raw emotion in her voice made listeners feel seen, heard, and understood. It's this rare ability to connect that elevated Tamela Mann from a talented singer to a true ministry force. At the same time, she built a successful acting career, frequently collaborating with Tyler Perry in stage plays, films, and television. Whether she was making audiences laugh or bringing them to tears, Tamela carried authenticity into every role. Her presence felt real, because it was. But even with all that success, there was a side of her story that remained hidden. In a stunning and emotional revelation, Tamela opened up about the silent battles she has faced behind the scenes, struggles that many never imagined she endured. She spoke candidly about the emotional toll of living under constant expectations. As a gospel artist, she explained, there is often an unspoken pressure to always appear spiritually strong, emotionally stable, and endlessly positive. But reality, as she shared, is far more complex. Tamela revealed that there were seasons in her life where she felt overwhelmed, times when the weight of responsibility, public perception, and personal challenges became almost too much to carry. She admitted to experiencing moments of deep, emotional fatigue, where even her faith felt tested. And perhaps most powerfully, she acknowledged that she didn't always have the answers, despite being someone many people look to for guidance. That honesty hit the industry like a wave. Because in a space where vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, Tamela Mann chose to redefine what strength truly looks like. She spoke openly about mental and emotional health, shining a light on an issue that is often overlooked within faith communities. Her message was clear. Believing in God does not mean you are immune to struggle. It means you have something to hold on to during those struggles. This perspective resonated far beyond gospel music. Fans from all walks of life began sharing their own stories online, creating a ripple effect of openness and support. For many, Tamela's words gave them permission to acknowledge their own struggles without feeling ashamed. Central to her journey is her enduring marriage to David Mann. Their relationship has long been admired as one of the strongest in entertainment, but this revelation added even more depth to their story. Tamela shared how David stood by her during her lowest moments, offering not just love but understanding, patience, and unwavering support. Their partnership became a powerful example of what it means to truly stand by someone not just in moments of success but in times of struggle. She emphasized that having a strong support system can make all the difference, especially when facing internal battles that others may not see. But Tamela didn't stop at sharing her pain. She also shared her growth. She spoke about learning to set boundaries to prioritize her well-being, and to recognize that she doesn't have to carry everything alone. For someone who has spent years pouring into others, this shift represents a profound transformation. It's a reminder that even those who give the most need time to refill their own cup. Industry experts are already describing this moment as a cultural shift within gospel music. For years, the genre has focused heavily on victory, praise, and overcoming obstacles, but often without acknowledging the messy, complicated journey in between. Tamela Mann's revelation brings balance to that narrative, showing that faith is not just about the outcome, but about the process. And now, all eyes are on what comes next. Will Tamela channel this newfound openness into her music? Many fans believe her next project could be her most personal, yet an album that dives deeper into her experiences, struggles, and triumphs in a way we've never heard before. Others speculate she may expand her platform even further, perhaps through speaking engagements, mentorship programs, or initiatives focused on mental health within the church. Whatever path she chooses, one thing is undeniable. Her voice has become even more powerful because now when she sings about pain, healing, and faith, listeners know that it comes from an even deeper place of truth. This moment wasn't about scandal. It wasn't about controversy. It was about courage. The courage to be real in a world that often demands perfection. The courage to speak openly about struggles that many people keep hidden, and the courage to remind everyone that being human does not make you any less faithful. In fact, it may make your faith even stronger. As this powerful story continues to resonate across the gospel music world, one thing becomes crystal clear. Tamela Mann has done far more than just share a personal revelation. She has ignited a movement of truth, healing, and authenticity. This wasn't about headlines. It wasn't about shock value. It was about breaking barriers that have existed for far too long. In a space where strength is often measured by silence, Tamela chose to speak. In a culture where struggles are sometimes hidden behind praise, she chose to be transparent. And in doing so, she gave millions of people permission to finally be honest about their own journeys. Her message reaches far beyond music. It touches the single mother fighting silent battles, the young believer questioning their faith, the leader who feels pressured to always have it together. Tamela's story reminds us that faith is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about trusting God even when things are not. And perhaps that's why this moment feels so different. Because when someone like Tamela Mann, a woman whose voice has carried so many through their darkest days, steps forward and says, "I've had my struggles too," it changes everything. It breaks the illusion. It replaces pressure with peace. And it reminds us that healing begins with honesty. Through it all, her foundation remains unshaken. Her faith is still strong. Her voice is still powerful. But now her story carries even greater depth. Every note she sings from this moment forward will carry not just inspiration but lived experience truth and a deeper level of connection. And let's not forget the unwavering support of David Mann, whose presence in her life continues to be a reminder that love, partnership, and faith can carry you through even the most difficult seasons. Together, their journey stands as proof that strength isn't about never falling, it's about standing back up together. So as we close this story, we leave you with this. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories that inspire, uplift, and reveal the truth behind the headlines. Because sometimes the most important stories aren't the ones that shock us, they're the ones that change us.